Well, I guess I'm finally getting around to doing this. Hello everyone, welcome to Idiot Reviews. Today we're playing something that isn't Minecraft, or looking at my Lego buildings. Oh, what a shocker. Today we are in Gmod, a game you're probably familiar with. If you're on the old channel, you probably saw quite a few videos of me in this game looking at TARDISes, and this is the first one on this channel. We'll start off with a bit. I did sort of tease this last year about this TARDIS, and I have had, I say one person comment on saying, when are you going to do this video on my other channel? So I thought I'd finally get around to it, because I've done the figures and stuff. I've got a little bit of a gap in the schedule. I know I've got the next Crimbo TARDIS update to do. I've got to do that. That'll probably be also this week. That might be the Sunday. But today we're doing this one. It is the Voyage TARDIS. And it's quite interesting, because normally I don't really look at custom ones. I look at these TARDISes. I tend to look at ones from the show, sort of canonical ones. I know I've looked at a few other things like the Warriors TARDIS and stuff, but mainly ones that are mainly directly inspired from the show or from things like the audio stories. Primarily ones from the show, because that's something I can sort of a direct reference of. This is the first like proper custom one I've done. The person who made this, I think Fuzzy Leo, I believe is their name, was inspired actually by this as the Warriors TARDIS from Big Finish. This is sort of the main inspiration of it. It's sort of a neat more Doctor Who-y, more like TV show-esque very looking one. And it is filled with customization stuff, and we'll show you all that as we go. So I've spawned it with the double doors, so it has the interior doors and the exterior doors. And if you can hear the noise, it's sort of got, it's just your classic sort of hum. We've got the sort of Hellbent style sounding doors, and here's the console, sort of your just a default sort of 60s console. Now they've got the demat lever at the back as well, so this sort of flipped of what the Hartnell one was. The Hartnell one, the demat lever is at the front. So we've got all the controls. Actually, because I haven't really gone through the controls on the chart, I might quickly go through the controls that we made. So we've got the coordinates, that's just your main setting coordinates. None of these buttons do anything. We've got your locking down thing, it just sort of sits you where you are. You've got your anti-grav, so your tires can float. Power switch, which is very cool. Look, a little bit of light coming out of the console. Look at that, that's so cool. And then, ooh, I think that's new since I last played it. We've got self-repair, redecoration, isometric controls, that's for multiplayer, and locking the exterior door. That's the interior door switch, they don't do anything. That's the virtual console, so that's all the buttons on the console from a nice little window. We've got, that's the cloak. That doesn't do anything that these buttons do. That's the chameleon circuit, so you can have whatever exterior you want. So that's this one, the box one. Oh, there you go, Fuzzy Loose. You've also got Type 40 capsule. You've got the Sidrat from thing. There's loads. Of course, these are pretty much all separate mods, pretty much. So if we want, this is the most recent one, so we can hit apply. Is that one outside? There we go. And then we have a Gatwa's exterior. We've got that's your demat lever. That's your handbrake, so from taking off. I think that's for a different option I have turned off. We've got fast return switch. Vortex flight, which is for, I think we've got stabilizer. I didn't really do anything stabilizers. Toggle screen, so it turns the screen to the virtual console, and also we have a scanner switch, so we can see outside. So you can see a little cabin. This is what's this map called? This is an Omen V3, sort of like a solar system map. Random destination, exterior lights. We put the lamp out on top, so the lamp glows. Have that on actually. We've got interior lights. We've got the shields. We keep the shields on. Spin direction, toggle spin. Flight mode, and then I think that's all the switches. I think these are some more interior stuff, and then we've got the starship displacement system. So if the TARDIS gets shot, it will relocate. Done. Right, let's look at the customization stuff. So the walls can be changed. The walls will be changed through this. So if we open settings, we've got wall lighting. So we've got cool white, blue, emerald, green, orange, pink, purple, red, teal, warm white, yellow. We can have a demat shape, so it takes off, it will like rock a lot. We can have a different lighting in the console, so we can have a cold light, sort of same as the walls. There's also room brightness, you can have dim or ultra. Let's have it dim. Slow exterior door, classic only. Oh, I don't know what it's for. And then we can have what we prefer. So classic doors is sort of like it was if you've ever seen like a 60s episode Doctor Who, where the interior doors open and you would just see the outside set. So yeah. We'll try for the wall light. The wall lighting will have. Let's try the emerald. I think I've seen that. I've seen the green. So you can do that. You can also, if you hold down C, if you right-click the console, you can have it sort of a mint green, like the Hartnell one. You have sort of minty, sort of a slightly minty blue, and then we have this sort of beigey green. And if you do the same on the column, we can have a sort of McGann sort of rotor, or the 80s one. If you click this one, you get little red stripes. So now, if we delete it and load up another one, now it is sort of like this sort of like minty green. It's a lot sort of darker. So that was the emerald, wasn't it? So let's quickly see what just the regular green look like. So we can sort of compare them a little bit. Oh, emerald is sort of like what thingies looks like, doesn't it? It looks more like the Ruth Doctor's TARDIS. I did set it to green, didn't I? Let's see what bright green was like then. Well, that's very green. Should we take for a bit of a fly? Let's change the exterior again. Should we have just the sort of basic sort of 60s one? Yeah, let's have that sort of. Actually, it would also fit actually because it's green. Let's have. There we go. The green sort of console that sort of fits better. Let's have a bit of a fly, shall we? Fly through the solar system. Actually, I think it's got. Oh, what's the vortex like as well? Let's see what the vortex looks like. Because the vortex is quite cool. It's quite a nice vortex. Let's close the interior doors. We'll let the draft in. There we go. So I quite like the default colours on personally. Like I'm not happy with just the very clean look, but like, I like the vortex. It's quite nice. Very nice, simple little effect. But oh no, Jesus! Spawns in the middle of the sky. We didn't move far, did we? We only spawned over the hill. Well, that's sort of it really. There's not really much to see because the room's only there's only that much space. So that's sort of it, really. Hope it was worth the wait. Because I've done all these on the other channel. I mean, to us, a lot of the old ones I sort of glanced over in one big video. If you'd ever want me to sort of go back on one and sort of go a bit more in depth with it, you know, and have a bit of a more in-depth chat about it, I'm more than happy to. Because some of these they haven't really changed since then. I've sort of gone back and checked. None of these have really changed since I first made their videos on them. Because I do sort of check the workshop sort of almost daily. I check, make sure they've been see if they've ever been updated. But yeah, if there's anyone you want to go like, oh, go like talk about this one in a bit more depth and be really witchy and boring, then yeah. But at the moment, none of these I don't think have changed since I first did the original videos on them on the last channel. But so yeah, that is sort of it. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. As always, I will be back, of course, when they add more TARDISes or update them. Like I said, I always keep checking. But until that day, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Didn't go quite to plan.
It was funny though.